disease called Chiari malformation. When I was in the 3rd grade, my aunt became very ill and lost the ability to walk, to see, and to hear. She continued to research and investigate solutions to her life, and as a result, she was diagnosed with the Chiari malformation. And she had brain and spinal cord surgeries. Today, she can hear, see, and walk. Many of you might ask, what is Chiari malformation? The formal definition is that Chiari malformation is a congenital malformation in which there is a downward displacement of brain tissues into the spinal canal. The lower part of the cerebellum, called the cerebellar tonsils, hangs down through the opening at the bottom of the skull and causes blockage of the spinal fluid to the spinal canal. What this means is that the brain is too large for the skull, and the cerebrospinal fluid, CSF fluid, cannot move around the brain like it should. The CSF fluid works like a cushion to the brain. Individuals who have Chiari suffer from chronic pain, headaches, and often loss of motor control in their bodies. My aunt had to leave the state of Tennessee years ago to locate a doctor who specialized in this field. In order to be diagnosed, patients who have an MRI of the brain and spine will tell whether or not a person has Chiari malformation or any other abnormality. In Chiari malformation, patients or any patient suspected of a Chiari malformation, a special test called a cine MRI or a cine MRI CSF flow study can be performed to help improve the certainty of their diagnosis. The 3 legs of the appropriate diagnosis and treatment of Chiari malformation are: first, the patient's history of the specific characteristic symptoms that brought them to the neurosurgeon. Second, the patient's examination that shows signs consistent with Chiari malformation. And lastly, a head and spine MRI demonstrating the characteristic anatomy of Chiari malformation. When a patient is diagnosed, the only effective treatment is brain surgery. The decision whether or not to recommend surgery should be based on the patient's symptoms and neurological findings. The aim of the operation is to return the CSF flow circulation to as close to as normal as possible, thus achieving relief of symptoms, correction of the impaction or compression of the brainstem by the descending cerebellar tonsils. As you can see on the picture behind me, too much brain tissue below the line is how Chiari looks on an actual MRI. The brainstem on a normal brain should not extend below the line. This is a photo of our family today, following the successful surgery on my aunt. It's important to note that the huge financial challenges on families impacted by Chiari. The surgeons who perform compression and decompression surgeries can charge up to $100,000 per a surgery. And here in Jonesboro, Tennessee, we're hosting the 2nd annual United Night Walk on June 1st. It'll be at 7 p.m. and we invite you all to come out and help support us and raise money. And I'd like to thank you all for coming to join us, and I'd like to thank my daughter for all she's done for us. Thank you.